This is the ROG Strix G16 2025 edition laptop that doesn't just whisper power, it yells it. With Intel's new Ultra 9 CPU, RTX 5070Ti graphics, and a 240Hz Nebula display, it's clearly built to game, create, and maybe turn a few heads while doing it. It's got performance to brag about, thermal engineering that holds up, and enough polish to make you wonder if this is Asus showing off. We've tested everything: build, features, real-world benchmarks, even battery and upgradability. So if you're eyeing something that's bold, spec-heavy, and unapologetically premium, stay locked in. The Asus Strix G16 2025 edition stays true to its gamer DNA, starting with a metal top lid and polycarbonate body. It comes in Eclipse Grey with all the classic Strix design elements, the bold Asus logo up top, ROG branding below the screen and on the keyboard deck. One glance and it's unmistakably a gaming laptop, or better yet, king of gaming laptops. Big RGB effects glow from all four sides underneath the chassis, controllable through the Armor Crate software. There's also a 4-zone RGB keyboard with plenty of lighting presets, translucent WASD and arrow keys, and a spacebar, all giving off strong gaming vibes. The keyboard is 10 keyless with no numpad, but unlike Scar series, there's no trackpad-based virtual numpad. At 2.5 lakh price point, that's a miss. Full-size keyboard and perky RGB should have been a standard here. You do get dedicated media keys on the right and 5 programmable macro keys on top, customizable in the Armor Crate software. A separate power button sits top left of the keyboard. Bezels around the screen are impressively thin, making for a more immersive viewing experience. The glass trackpad is large, smooth, and fully clickable, supporting all the multi-gestures with ease. Build quality overall is solid. There's no flex on top lid, no keyboard sag, and barely any screen wobble. The hinges feel sturdy, letting you open the lid with one hand, sign of well-balanced weight distribution. The display reclines back up to only 135 degrees though. The design is sleek despite having side vents. They've cleverly tucked it away, small enough to go unnoticed at first glance. The larger rear vent and subtle top exhaust above the keyboard, combined with the triple fan system, contribute to what seems like a robust thermal system, something we'll put to test later in the gaming section. One standout feature is the rear accessible back panel. You can easily upgrade RAM, swap out storage, or replace battery. And yes, I confirmed this with Asus. Doing so doesn't void the warranty, which makes this modular design even more practical. The laptop weighs around 2.55 kgs, not exactly light, but within the expected range for a gaming machine. The rounded corners make it comfortable to carry, though it does feel slightly thicker than most of its competitors. This laptop has a decent selection of ports split between both sides of the chassis. On the left side, you've got the essentials like the power pin, RJ45 Ethernet port, one HDMI 2.1 port supporting up to 8K and 60Hz, one USB Type-A 3.2 Gen 2 port, and 2 USB Type-C ports, both of which are Thunderbolt 5 ports with capability of PD charging up to 140 watts and display output of up to 4K 60Hz. And finally, an audio mic combo jack. On the right side, there are 2 more USB Type-A 3.2 Gen 2 ports, bringing out the total 3 USB Type-A and 2 USB Type-C ports, which is solid. This setup also allows for 3 additional display outputs if you count the HDMI and both USB Type-C ports. But personally, I think Asus missed the trick by not placing any ports on the rear side of the chassis, especially for comfortable cable management during desktop setups. There's also no always-on USB charging feature that I could find, which is another small letdown considering the premium price point. The Strix G16 features a 16-inch IPS level display with a native resolution of 2560 by 1600, also known as a 2.5K screen. It uses a 16:10 aspect ratio, giving you more vertical space for productivity and gaming. The panel is anti-glare, making it easier to use in bright environments, and it supports a 240Hz refresh rate with a 3 millisecond response time, ideal for fast-paced esport titles. Color accuracy is top tier here, with 100% DCI-P3 coverage, which is great for creators working with color-critical content. Brightness peaks at 500 nits, which is solid for outdoor use and brightly lit rooms. And with G-Sync support, you get tear-free visuals even when frame rates fluctuate. Now, this display also carries the the ROG Nebula badge. That's Asus's premium certification for gaming panels. To qualify, a screen must meet strict standards like high refresh rate, fast response time, 500 nits brightness, wide color gamut, and support for technologies like G-Sync and advanced Optimus. In short, Nebula means you're getting one of the best display ROG offers. Bright, vivid, and responsive. It's also Pantone certified, which means the screen has been factory calibrated to accurately produce colors from the Pantone matching system. That's a big plus for designers, editors, and anyone who needs reliable color fidelity. You can trust what you see on screen to match what gets printed or published. The Strix G16 doesn't hold back on features either. It includes a mux switch for direct GPU output, though it lacks advanced Optimus, so switching modes require a restart. Connectivity is solid with Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4, ensuring fast wireless speeds and stable pairing. For thermals, Asus uses liquid metal as thermal paste, helping keep temperatures in check during heavy loads. You also get Microsoft 2024 pre-installed, which is great for productivity right out of the box. Battery-wise, it packs a 90 Wh unit. Under optimized settings like silent mode, hybrid GPU mode, reduced screen brightness, RGB turned off, and screen at 60Hz refresh rate, you can expect around 3 to 3.5 hours of regular usage. Gaming, however, drains it fast, giving roughly an hour of gameplay. But that's typical for any high-performing gaming laptop, so don't expect all-day unplugged use. Charging is handled by a hefty 280 watt adapter, which tops up the battery pretty quick. For video calls and meetings, this laptop includes a 1080p webcam with IR sensor, so you can unlock it using Windows Hello facial recognition. The built-in noise cancellation mic adds clarity for calls and classes. Audio is handled by two side-firing speakers, which deliver good bass, clear mids, and enough loudness for casual and media consumption. Though for gaming, you'll probably still want a headset. Visually, the Strix G16 2025 edges closer than ever to premium Scar series. Both now feature full RGB underglow lighting, something that was once reserved for Scar lineup. You also get a removable bottom panel on the Strix this year, just like Scar, making upgrades and maintenance much easier. But there are still some notable differences. The Scar comes with perky RGB lighting, a programmable LED panel on the top lid, a glowing RGB logo, all the features absent from the Strix. You also get a trackpad-based numpad, full metal chassis, and a brighter display at 900 nits compared to Strix's only 500. And while Strix is stepping into premium territory, the Scar still sits a tier above in build and features. That said, this year's Strix G16 brings several high-end touches down to a more accessible price bracket, making it a compelling middle ground if you want to stretch all the way to Scar pricing. Under the hood, the Strix G16 packs serious firepower. It's powered by Intel's new Core Ultra 9 265HX processor, part of the Arrow series line. This chip features a hybrid architecture with 20 cores and 20 threads, combining 8 performance cores and 12 efficiency cores. Clock speeds go up to 5.3 GHz, and it's built on a 3nm process for better power efficiency. You also get Intel Arc integrated graphics, though the real muscle comes from the dedicated GPU. That's the RTX 5070Ti with 12GB of GDDR7 VRAM and a maximum TDP of 140 watts. It's built for high-end gaming and creative works, and the GDDR7 memory helps with faster bandwidth and lower latency, especially useful in demanding titles and rendering tasks. Memory-wise, it comes with 32GB of DDR5 RAM running at 5600 MHz in single-channel configuration. And since it uses one slot, upgrading to 64GB is very easy. Just add another 32GB stick. The back panels open up cleanly, making the upgrades very straightforward. For storage, you get 1TB Gen 4 NVMe SSD with an extra slot available for expansion. So whether you need more space for games or raw footage, there's room to grow. Now, one of the standout features this year is the NPU, or the Neural Processing Unit. It's part of Intel's AI Boost engine, and it's designed to handle AI workloads like background blur, voice isolation, and real-time enhancements without stressing the CPU or the GPU. This helps improve battery life and responsiveness in apps that support on-device AI, just like the video I made on Nut Studio. It's also future-proofing the laptop laptop for upcoming Windows features that rely on local AI processing. So this laptop isn't just spec heavy, it's built to deliver. For gaming, the RTX 5070 Ti and 240Hz display offer ultra settings and smooth, responsive visuals, perfect for AAA titles and esports. For coding and programming, the Ultra 9 CPU and 32GB RAM make it compelling. Multitasking and working across multiple environments feel effortless. Streaming is clean and stable thanks to GPU encoding and dual noise cancelling mics. Your gameplay and webcam feed stay sharp. Creators will love the color accurate display and fast storage, ideal for Photoshop, Lightroom and 4K editing in Premiere or DaVinci. Machine learning and 3D modeling, it can handle small-scale ML tasks and mid-weight renders in Blender or Maya, powered by strong GPU acceleration and AI assist from the onboard NPU. In short, whether you're a gamer, editor, streamer, creator, or just a student trying to learn 3D modeling or machine learning, this laptop's ready. All this power doesn't just look good on paper, it shows up in real-world benchmarks. Starting with Cinebench R23, the Ultra 9 scores 35,410 in multi-core and 2,145 in single-core. That's excellent for heavy workloads like video rendering, 3D processing, and multitasking. Compared to the similar GPUs like Ryzen 9 7945HX, Strix holds its own, especially in single-core responsiveness. In Cinebench R24, it scores 1,870 multi-core and 135 single-core, which again confirms solid performance for Redshift-based rendering and creative apps. Geekbench 6 reports 16,224 multi-core and 3,098 single-core, showing strong everyday multitasking capabilities, great for creators, streamers, and coders working across multiple apps. Switching to overall system performance, PC Mark 10 returns a score of 8,110, meaning the laptop handles productivity, office work, and daily usage reliably. On the gaming and graphics front, 3D Mark Time Spy shows impressive numbers. The overall score of 17,256, a GPU score of 17,860, rivaling the RTX 4080 laptops. CPU score of 14,510, placing it alongside top-tier mobile processors. What do these numbers mean in real life? Well, smooth 4K editing, responsive user interface, no lags in multitasking, and serious gaming headroom. This laptop delivers across the board. Now onto the gaming performance, and here's what you need to know. I ran some AAA titles on this machine. All the benchmarks were run at 1600p resolution with max settings, ray tracing enabled, DLSS set to quality mode, and frame generation was turned on. No cooling pad was used and the room temperature stayed at 31 degrees Celsius, so the results are based on real world conditions, no lab tricks. GTA Expanded and Enhanced gave 80 FPS, which was sort of disheartening for me at first, but then I realized that now GTA has ray tracing. But then when games like Hogwarts Legacy, Last of Us, and even Cyberpunk gave such huge numbers at these conditions, man, just wow. Even other titles gave jaw-dropping performance, well expected from such hardware, and especially with no cooling pad and high room temperatures. Just look at the consistency of temps at 75 to 80 in almost all titles. It suggests stable GPU output without throttling and no visible stuttering or frame drops. This makes a strong case for how well optimized the Strix G16 is for high-end gaming and real-world conditions. At the time of making this video, the Strix G16 was priced at about 2,60,000 on Amazon. Yeah, good things come with a heavy price tag. And considering this laptop borrows several premium features from the Scar series, the price overlap isn't surprising. But there's good news. This unit is available at a much better deal at Creative Laptops' exclusive Asus store located in Ludhiana's Kochar market area. Huge thanks to them for letting me test and review this beast. They've got super knowledgeable staff, hands-on demos, and they'll guide you towards the right laptop based on your actual needs. You'll find their contact details in the description below. Definitely check them out if you're planning to pick this up. So the Strix G16 isn't just powerful, it's purpose built. Whether you're gaming, editing, streaming, or deep into dev work, it delivers that rare balance of performance, visual polish, and upgrade flexibility. It feels premium and runs cool, and even under the stress of ray tracing at 1600p, it holds 60 FPS like a pro. This isn't a laptop that flinches. At around 2.6 lakh, it sits at the edge of mainstream flagship pricing. But what you get justifies the spend, especially if you're someone who pushes machines beyond casual use. For gamers, creators, engineers, coders or multitaskers, this isn't overkill. It's just enough. Sure, there are trade-offs. It's not ultralight and battery life isn't its strong suit, but that's the deal with machines designed to flex their power, not to hide it. It's bold, unapologetic, and clearly learns from the best. If you want a laptop that performs hard and looks the part, the Strix G16 is a confident pick. If you liked the review, please like the video, dislike if you didn't, tell me about it in the comment section, and consider subscribing for more videos like this.